What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have an amazing day so far. Like always, if you're new to the channel, I want you guys to hit the thumbs up, and only if I brought value to you guys through this video or any other video, I want you guys to subscribe icon. For today's video, I want to do a review of the AWE Axleback, as well as to do the 90-day review of the daily driving the Corvette C7. So I know I'm about 2 weeks away from my 90 days period of owning the Corvette. I don't think it makes much difference if I do it now or if I do it in 2 weeks, because honestly, a lot of you guys might be thinking about potentially buying a Corvette here for Christmas and stuff like that. So I want to talk to you guys and kind of do a formal review as to what I think about daily driving the Corvette. I already put 3,000 miles on it, so I've driven quite a bit on it, and honestly, I haven't had any sort of issue. I will be looking at doing an oil change here soon, and just get the tires checked to make sure, you know, I don't need to change them anytime soon. But other than that, that's just about it, honestly. The Corvette and the cars just feels absolutely amazing to me, and after 90 days of daily driving it, because this is the only car I have right now, I sold my Jeep. I probably will be getting a secondary car here shortly, but as of right now, this is the only car I drive in, day out, and this honestly does better mileage than my Jeep ever did, so I'm super happy about that. But other than that, performance-wise, sound-wise, and even just the way it drives in general is absolutely awesome. I'm going to talk about the positive side and the negative side, but honestly, there's only one somewhat negative thing, and it really depends on you. Well, technically two negative things, and it really just depends on you, and so much as to what you like, whether you like attention or not. But other than that, the car has been awesome to me. I haven't had any sort of mechanical issues or or any sort of other issues with the car. So I really enjoy this car a lot. So I'm super excited about that. As you guys can hear the Axleback in the back, I've changed this from the stock to the Axleback, and I also did a performance tune to add some additional horsepowers, and it was probably one of the best purchases I ever done, because the car sounds a lot better. It feels a lot smoother when you drive. The only thing I kind of feel like I reduced a little bit was torque. That's literally the only thing I feel like I lost a little bit of. The horsepower, as I know, it went up quite a bit, because I don't even need to press and accelerate as much as I used to before. So you can tell the difference a little bit on that. But other than that, that's the only performance thing I've done to the car so far, is the Axleback and nothing else. I will be doing headers down the road and potentially cold air intake and stuff like that. But that would be whenever I can find a cold air intake that's CARB approved, because in California, everything is very strict when it comes to cars. So that would be down the road. But yeah, I'm super excited about the car. The only downside that I see really to the car, which is everybody that owns the Corvette sees, is ultimately the rock chips. I only seen one big rock chip since I got the car, which is the one on the windshield. But that was just about it. Other than that, rock chips is just kind of like, you're a low car, so you know, if you stand next to a truck, it's gonna happen. It really comes down to you, the way you drive, the way you do things and stuff like that. So as long as you kind of learn to kind of stay away from trucks, or if you see rocks on the ground, or like you're getting close to the side, just be careful not to drive too fast, because all those rocks are gonna jump up in a sense. You're gonna be fine. But other than that, the secondary one is the humongous amount of attention, especially now with this new exhaust that I got on it. You get a lot of attention, no matter where you are and all that stuff, because people just think, some people think this is a Ferrari, other people think this is a McLaren. So it's a lot of different attention that you get. Some people are good, some people are, honestly, I've gotten good, but I heard people, you know, getting bad attention as well. So it really comes down to that. But other than that, the car is awesome, and I haven't had any issue with the actual computer, except for the Bluetooth. It takes quite a while for my phone to actually log on to this, and that's the only thing I find somewhat annoying, but it fixes itself over time and it's fine. Now, other than that, mileage wise, I'm roughly doing about 40 miles a gallon on the highway, and about 20 to 25 on just regular street driving. So it's pretty good mileage. I'm spending roughly about $120 in gas a month. And then the insurance didn't really go up much at all. I think only went up like $25. But again, I'm just turned 25. as well as to I don't have any tickets, don't have any accidents or anything like that. So, and I live in California on top of that. So it's just every state might be a little bit different. You might go up a little bit, or you might actually go down a bit. So it really depends on it. But other than that, this car is awesome. I have honestly an awesome time with it. I have no regrets whatsoever. I'm really happy I got the purchase of it, and just got a chance to actually own my dream car. So let me know in the comment section if there's something in particular you guys would like to see about the car, whether you guys, you know, think of owning the car for, you know, whether you think of daily driving it, or whether you're just thinking of like having it for fun. If you're thinking about having it for fun, I would tell you just do all performance stuff to it and just kind of keep upgrading it as you go, because it's just one of those things. That's a 0 to 60 pretty much acceleration with that new exhaust, and it sounds just absolutely awesome. But yeah, like I said, if you're honestly thinking about keeping this as your secondary car, I would highly suggest for you to do some upgrades to it and get it ready for track. This is a 2015 model, so getting it ready for track, I have to do some additional stuff, adding I think a Type 4 cooling agents, as well as potentially changing the entire cooling system, because this car is not very good when it comes to not overheating when it comes to track. So this is what my goal is, to ultimately get a secondary car, and then I can turn this into a full track car in a sense. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to, is ultimately turning this car into a track cars, and then actually just driving it as well. But obviously the gas mileage is not going to be the same. It's probably going to be, you know, a lot less. So right now I'm doing 40 miles a gallon on the highway and about 25 in the city, like I am right now in 76. And it's just really comes down to, you know, adapting and overcoming, and whether or not you have the money for it. If you're planning to daily drive this is probably a great car to daily drive. I mean, it's a Chevy. Mechanical wise, there's even issues with the mechanical aspect of it. You're gonna be fine. You can go to a Chevy dealership, or even go to any Chevy place and get it fixed. Now, I was also doing some research in regards to the Corvettes, and there was quite a bit of things in the Corvette forum and stuff like that about the C7 AFM valves issues. So this is something that ultimately closes down your valves, going from a V8 down to a V4, meaning that you get to save more gas. Now, I have not done anything like buying the little plug-in for that to kind of shut down the valves, so it doesn't do the V4 to the V8, and it just sticks to the V8 the whole time. Main reason why is because I haven't had any issues with the car, or specifically the valves, and I feel like if I did anything different, because they say that it's maybe one car in 90 that really gets any sort of issues in regards to what is called the valves. So there's about 10 to 20% chance that your car is going to have issues with the valves, and that means the rest of us should be somewhat fine. Now, you know, tap on wood, because, you know, I hope that nothing happens here, but if it does, you know, we get it fixed. Hopefully I don't have to change the entire engine, but that's just about it. It just comes down to whether you're willing to risk, in a sense, losing that V8, or whether you don't really mind it and just kind of, you know, hoping for the best. If your car is still within warranty, you're gonna be fine, because, you know, Chevy will just replace the engine. If it's not within warranty, they're gonna have to, you know, in a sense, just kind of give you a new one. So look for what you can. Do your research in regards to the AFM valves and stuff like that, whether you prefer to have it on or not. And then that's the only mechanical issues that I will foresee in the future. But other than that, I actually had the mechanic remove that AFM setting, so it doesn't stick to V8s, but it doesn't actually closes all the valves either. So that's one thing to look up to. That's why it has additional horsepowers and stuff like that. I have not dyno it yet, so I don't know exactly how much it had stock and how much it has now with the performance Axleback, because I want to do the cold air intake. I just need to find one that has the carb sticker on it, and then I want to add potentially some headers as well. Those are the two performance additional things I'm going to get. But right now I'm kind of debating whether I should get those things or if I should go for the wing. So it really comes down to that. Before I forget, I was asked to do a review of the Axleback in regards to the droning in the cabin, where you go over a certain speed. So at the low mileage, you do hear quite a bit of droning. This is not the one that doesn't have the 180 technology. This is pretty much a straight pipe in a sense. So it's just one of those things. But in this one, which is the AWE trackback or track Axleback, you can hear some roaring in the 80 range or so, or anything past 60, but it's not as, you know, obnoxious or something that you cannot you know, live with. So it's pretty good. It's just a normal sound of a sports car. But other than that, it's pretty awesome. I really enjoyed the Axleback. If you're planning to buy it, you know, you can get it directly from the AWE website, or you can get it from this third-party website. Just look for one that doesn't charge you like a ridiculous amount for shipping, and then you should be fine. The track Axleback does have some roaring, like as you can hear. I believe the touring edition, you can change that. You kind of put it on tour, so you don't hear the actual roar, or you don't hear all that sound in the back all the time. So it's really by preference, based on your needs and stuff like that. For me, I enjoy all this. So do your research. Whether you want to spend an additional $500 or not, that's up to you. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, and only if I brought value to you guys through this video or any other video, I want you guys to hit the subscribe icon. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and have a wonderful day.